Married at First Sight, season 18, episode 5. Eminem is getting on my last nerve. And this is why IKECHI calls her his homie. Sis, once a man say you're his homie, there is no coming back from you being his homie. That means he's not sexually attracted to you. He doesn't think you're pretty. He don't like you. And I've been saying from the beginning that MM needs to kind of reel in her emotions because she's all in. She started off by saying, I'm all in. Even at the reception, his friends were like, man, she's all in. You never go all in. You never go all in. Looking at IKECHI like a piece of steak. Huh. You know who MM remind me of? The hyenas. Remember the hyenas in The Lion King? When they saw Simba and Kiara, if I remember correctly. I love The Lion King. I need to watch it again. This MM. And I'm like, girl, he don't like you. Close your lips. Cover your teeth. Whatever you did with your teeth, go undo it. Because for some reason, your teeth is always sticking out your head. And you need to read the room. IKECHI does not like you. So reel it back in, sis. Reel it in. Because I'm like, girl, don't you realize he don't like you? And then you're shocked that he called you his homie. You're his homie. You're just a girl. You're just the girl next door. You're just a girl. Look at how she's hugging on him like that. Look at that hug. You know why? Because you're his homie. And you're way too into him, MM, than he's into you. And you need to reel in your emotions, boo-boo. You all the way out there on the sea all by yourself. I am on episode 5. I don't talk about anything beyond episode 5, even though I'm up to episode 7, okay? Episode 8, I'm thinking maybe we could watch live together this weekend, okay? I know some of y'all already watched it, but episode 5, be sure to subscribe, thumbs up, share this out. Thank you, cousin. Shout out to all the new cousins. I'm finally getting over here with my decorations for Christmas. I'm late. So they're still on the honeymoon in episode 5, and David is walking by himself, giving Satan's daughter, aka Michelle, some space. But you know what I can appreciate about David, even though I don't like him, he's not my type of guy, is he's very respectful towards Michelle, and I really appreciate that for David. Carla's asked, they're sitting down there eating, chilling, hanging out, and she asks him, so how do you make your money? That's a good question, because we need to know. Because Carla wants to be taken care of and provided for. Carla is not trying to work. Okay. He tells her she's probably gonna have to, if she has to travel, she probably have to go by herself, because he has to come up with a lot of money per month, and sometimes $10,000 a month. AKA for those of you in the comments, I know he brought up the 50-50, but no, he's not a Dusty. I don't think he's a Dusty. If a man can come up with $10,000 a month, he ain't no Dusty. Even though that Dusty is mentality, like Gil. Let me see. I kept that one picture up here. Like Gil was broke and a Dusty, okay? Yes, honey, but I don't think Juan is a Dusty. I think Juan is in the beginning stage of building and establishing himself, which I don't understand why you're trying to get married. You shouldn't be getting married. This is not the time for you to get married, because you're building and you're stacking and you're establishing yourself. So when you're building and establishing yourself, it's not the time for you to get married. It's time for you to build, establish yourself, stack your money, and then go get married. But trying to get you a wife while you're building and stacking, no, don't do it. You're going to create problems in your marriage. So she says that she wants to feel like he wants to take care of her. And I'm sure he might want to eventually take care of you, but the daddy says, my camera's messing up. The daddy says the daddy believe in 50-50. So if the daddy, daddy is teaching him 50-50, guess what, boo-boo? One ain't gonna be taking care of you. Okay? His daddy said 50-50. And she's okay with contributing. Well, she said, but I want to feel like you want to take care of me. And she's like, nah, dog. He's like, nah, dog, I'm going to need you to work. Which is why young men should not get married when they're building and stacking. Because when you're building, stacking, and establishing, you cannot take care of a wife and kids. So we're back over to Thomas and Camille, and they're paddleboarding. He likes to lead in some situation, but there's no traditional rules for him. And I was very disappointed with that because I really like Thomas. Thomas is my type of man, but I do believe in traditional roles. Like, I believe the husband is the head, the husband leads, the husband directs, the husband protects, the husband provides. The wife follows, the wife gives her his wisdom and shares her opinion and helps and stuff like that. Camille wants a leader. Camille wants a man who will lead. So Thomas saying he doesn't believe in traditional roles, it really bothers me. For me, traditional role is not doing the dishes, okay? Because I'm sure Thomas was doing the dishes before he got married. He's 42. Who was doing your dishes all this time? Traditional roles for me is being the head of the family and providing for the family, making sure that the wife and the kids are provided for and taken care of, okay? So for me, it's not washing dishes or making the bed. You was washing dishes before you got married. Camille wants a leader, and she's okay with leading. She says, when I'm at work, she's leading. She's the boss. She didn't use the boss word, but that's what I got. And so when she comes home, she want to just relax and unwind and turn and allow the husband to lead. Exactly, because husbands are supposed to be leaders. So I was really disappointed in Thomas for that. So we're back at EMEM. She had a surprise breakfast for them. And he was like, how did you get this past me? IKECHI talk about his parents, how dad kicked him out. Girl, call your mama, honey. He says he just wants to help one kid and doesn't make the most money. I really appreciate him saying he just want to help make the most kids. But whenever you hear a man say, I don't make the most money, they don't make no money. They're broke. Okay? Whenever a man say, I don't make the most money, it means they're broke. Sir, you're the jack of all trades. You should be making some money. You have a regular 9 to 5. You sing, you dance, you're a clown. Okay? You play music, you write books. All of that. And you don't make the most money? I'm confused. What are you doing? But I appreciate him saying he wants to help one kid, right? So that's good. And I'm looking at EMEM and I'm like, she looks older than 35 to me. I'm sorry. EMEM looks older than 35. She's a very skinny girl. So unless she lost some weight, but that would have been a lot of weight she would have to have lost because her cheeks has flops, if you know what I mean. Like, I'm 47. My flops are just coming in. She 35. You know what I mean? Like, it's just loose right here. I don't know. She looks older to me. She looks older to me. I don't know. EMEM looks older to me. And whatever EMEM did with your teeth, baby, please go undo it. And close your mouth. Stop looking at him. He don't like you. You're looking at him like a steak. He doesn't like you. And I wish you would just read the room. And this is why, ladies, you never go all the way in, because when you go all the way in, you cannot read the room. You like him, so you assume he likes you too, but that's not what happened. You like him doesn't mean he likes you. because you're pursuing him, you're running him down, you're looking at him like the hyenas look at Simba. No, ma'am. Okay. So, and then talks about being about emotional, about her emotionless family. And maybe, well, a lot of us grew up with emotionless family. Like her dad never told her he loved her, and before he died, he told us that that was very emotional for her. And I'm gonna just go out on a limb. I'm 47 again. Caribbean and African parents are not loving. They're not. They're just, they're very hard and harsh, and they're just not loving people. This is another reason why I didn't want a Caribbean or African husband. I wanted a very loving husband. I love on my kids every day. I tell them I love them. I hug them. I kiss them. I just enjoy being with my kids, and they're showered with love and attention. And I don't trust anybody with my children because you can break a child's spirit that quick. The only time they're out of my eyes is when they go to school or children's church at church. Other than that, they are not out of my eyes or my husband's eyes, because I just don't trust people with my children, because it takes absolutely nothing to break their spirit. And so, with her parents not being emotional, maybe that's, I don't know, she just, MM needs soft skills and feminine skills, because um she's just into IKECHI too much, and child, I cannot, girl. Mm, mm, mm. So David and Madison was going to the gym. They met each other in the hallway, which is what I'm saying. Maybe David and Madison is going to be the one to hook up. Listen to what David said. He said, "Oh, when he saw Madison at the airport, he said, this is David, this is Madison. I think they should switch mates." David said, "Oh yeah, she's gonna be my workout partner." Mm-hmm. That's what he said. She gonna be my workout partner. You looking at somebody else's wife, talk about she gonna be a mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So Carla and Juan, they're doing a little activity and they flipped over in the counter. I thought that was so funny. I thought that, I hollered. I was like, oh my God. So Madison and David is in the gym. They're working out. They're talking over. And Madison says she thinks Alan is a pushover. That's it. Once a woman think you're a pushover, that you ain't going to get no coach. She ain't giving you no coach. Okay? Because you can't handle her coach. But Madison is fumbling the bag. Madison, let me tell you, you and Camille are dum-dums if y'all let these two men go. Alan is a good dude. Okay. Another thing, a lot of women have had real rough, tough, mean, nasty dudes. So when you meet a nice guy, you don't know what to do with him. You think he's a pushover. No, he's a gentleman. He's a very nice guy. I just don't understand what Madison is talking about. What are you talking about? He's a pushover. You're about to lose a good dude because you think he's a pushover, because he's nice and generous and kind and help people. I don't understand, dum dum. I don't understand. What are you saying? He's a pushover. Good morning, Michael. Come on, come on. No, Dad. Where's your lunchbox? I don't know. But didn't I buy you like 2 or 3? Sure. Uh-huh. Did you leave it in the car? Yeah, Madison and Camille need to get it together. These two girls are going to fumble two good guys because you want to be foolish women, okay? Mm-hmm. But I did write down here that Madison had the most beautiful teeth. You know I'm into teeth, okay? Just if you wonder why she keep talking about teeth. I'm into teeth. I'm into teeth, okay? I like teeth. I like nice teeth. Uh, so then David comes back from the gym, and I'm like, David is another one that needs to read the room. She asked Michelle about her last relationship, told Michelle about the tattoo on his chest. Why did you do that right now, David? You didn't need to do that. Use another one that needs to read the room. Michelle wouldn't be interested in going with him to cover it up because he thought maybe I could go cover it up. And she's thinking, well, why you didn't cover it up before? And I'm thinking the same thing too, David. Why didn't you cover up the tattoo? No, you want to take your new wife to cover up the ex-girlfriend? Oh my God, he's such a dumb. He later asks about her family, and she says, why do you want to know that? And I'm so confused about Michelle. Like, girl, why are you on the show? Y'all are supposed to be trying to get to know each other. So yeah, asking about your family, talking about your family. He needs to know. But my thing is with David should have just left her for the day. Just leave her. Like David and EMEM needs coaching. Leave Michelle alone. Ignore her. Walk away. Disappear for the day. Do not call her. Do not text her. Do not tell her where you are. As a matter of fact, don't even come home tonight. That's what you have to do with Michelle, David. And ma'am, you need to do the same thing. Y'all both need to read the room. He needs to just leave her alone. Go on out, enjoy Mexico by yourself, because this is a trip. I don't know if I would say you can't take it by yourself. I don't know what your money's like, but I'm just saying I'm not about to be in Mexico locked up in a hotel room because the dum next to me don't want to go out and enjoy the activities and enjoy the free vacation. Are you kidding me? Absolutely not. Then he gonna ask her she want to go for a ride and grab a bite to eat and go for a walk, and I'm like, yes, Michelle, go for a walk. Enjoy your time in Mexico. Like, I appreciate David trying with her, but at the same time, David needs to read the room, leave her alone. But I thought her going for a walking, go grabbing a bite to eat, that was a nice idea. But she doesn't want to do nothing. She just want to be left alone. Somebody says she asked for a light-skinned black man and they gave him an Hispanic man. You want to tell me they couldn't find a light-skinned black man? Because according to Pastor Cal, the black men on Married at First Sight don't want black women. Which is why I think IKECHI is a plant. They had him waiting until there's a black woman so they could just throw him with her. Okay. So we're back over to Thomas and Camille. They went to dinner. They both look nice. And he talked about how he didn't know he was adopted until he was 30. His father had posted on social media, happy 30th, happy twin day. And he was like, wait, what? A happy adoption day. And he was like, what? And he called his dad and asked me, can you please tell me, am I adopted? And his dad told him he was adopted. And then 4 months later, he died he had a very aggressive cancer and he died 4 months later. So I'm like, they never told him they were adopted? I don't understand why parents hide that from the kids. At least 18. At least tell them at 18. I understand while they're in school, you might not want to, make them uneasy, but at least 18 or 21, you need to tell them. You need to tell them, okay? So Camille said her parents separated at 10 and they divorced when she was at about 16 or 18. He asked how often she likes to go out, and I was like, oh my God, thank God. Finally, a black man who doesn't mind paying for dinner, who doesn't think going out for dinner is a waste. This is what I'm saying, Camille. Do not fumble this good black man. Do you understand me, dum-dum? Do not fumble him. Don't be a foolish woman, Camille. This man so far is a good man. Do you know how many black men have come on Married at First Sight who think going out to eat is a waste of money, who don't want to go out to eat, who think going out once a week is a waste of money? Where you could go to a diner. My husband and I will go to a diner and it's $20. You don't have to go to these big restaurants all the time. You know, sometimes we'll say, oh, let's just grab a bite to eat for breakfast, and we'll just go to a diner, sit and eat, and it's $20. And I'm like, Camille, please don't be a foolish woman and fumble him. Thomas is a good man, dum-dum. Get yourself together, dum-dum. Do not lose this good man. Whoo, she's another. Wait till I get to episode 7. I'm gonna drag her so bad she's not gonna have no behind left after I'm done dragging her down the street with her foolishness. Thomas said he's so impressed with how sweet and kind Camille is. He says she's wooing him. Are you listening, dum-dum? Are you listening to him? He says you're sweet and kind and how you're wooing him. Hello. These are all, he's saying all the right things. Thomas is saying all the right things, Camille. He's so impressed with you, which means all the women he's dated were not nice and sweet and generous, and they didn't woo him, which is why he's still single, dum-dum. Hello, wake up. Wake up and smell the coffee, Camille. Wake up and see this good black man in front of you. To me, Thomas is the best black man that has ever been on Married at First Sight. Let me think. Yes, there's never been enough. First of all, ain't never been a black man on Married at First Sight that I actually like, would date. This is the first one, episode 18, Thomas. Like, Thomas is my type of a man. Like, he could have gotten my number, okay? And Alan, but I like him, a little dark. A little darker, okay? So then the girls meet up and they talk and they're just going on and on. Michelle's getting on my nerves. The guys meet up and they talk, and Child IKECHI says the best advice he gave is no expectation. And I thought that was a good advice, but I don't know. I got to think about that. Because do you really want to get married, IKECHI? Is you here because you really want to get married? You want to stay married? Or you just here because you're trying to get more exposure for your book and your music? And I feel like he doesn't realize, I feel like David doesn't realize that Michelle doesn't like him. He's thinking it's the whole apartment thing. No, she don't like you, and she's using that as an excuse. Run for the hills, David, or run to Madison. Okay, so then Mr. IKECHI is going to say, she my homie. I already talked about this in the beginning. Once a guy say you're his own homie, it's over, y'all. And the guys know that. That's why they looked at him like, homie, it's over. That means he don't want to smash you. He don't like you. He's not attracted to you. Like, who? Did you find your elf? You found the elf? Oh, you found everything you needed? Did you find everything you need? Maybe your lunchbox is in the car? Okay. But did you have another one to bring? Did you find another one? Okay, great. All right, give me a kiss. Mommy kiss. Give Mommy a kiss. I love you.
Wait, Dad, I didn't put our shoes.
Thank you. He said, she my homie. She my homie. So then David and Michelle meets up, and he asks about expectation, and she was expecting someone successful. I can see that was the issue with Merla and Gil, because Gil was a dusty, he was not successful. But at this moment, Michelle, I don't know, because y'all didn't talk about money yet. You know, later he gonna talk about success is my family, love my family, and I'm healthy. No, that's not what success means. It means money, dum-dum. Money, accomplishment, establishment. Okay? That's what that means. She says they have different goals and future expectations. So again, David, can you go out tomorrow and buy her a house? If you can't, you need to tell her. Again, I'm okay with you in the storage room, because that don't look like no apartment to me. That looks like that looks like my basement. That's how my basement look. Okay. Where we just store stuff in. My husband just called the junk guy, and just we're getting rid of stuff because we're going to be moving soon, and we just want to be able to pick up what we're going to pick up and leave. Okay. So then she says she's feeling smothered, and she wants to be left alone. And I'm like, David, leave her alone. Leave the heifer alone. Leave alone. Now, I'm okay with Michelle not liking David, because I don't like him either. Okay. But I just want her to gather the data. I don't think she has enough information about him. Okay. And I think you need to gather the data, except maybe the whole basement thing. I just think she needs to ask some question like, do you have money to buy a house tomorrow? Okay. If he says no, then run, girl. So then they're talking, and he interrupts her. She thinks he interrupts her and that he talks at her. I just think she's trying to find any fault not to like him. David got up and walked away, and I'm like, David, yes, thank you for getting up and walk away, because Michelle is being unfair and she's a crazy bee, and I just cannot with her. So we're back at EMEM and IKECHI, and she was shocked that he called her the homie. So now that he called you the homie, girl, what you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about him calling you the homie? You still up here talking about I'm all in. I'm all in. No. Back out. Back. Get up. Get up and back out. Run. Hey, ma'am. Run, girl. Run. Run. Ooh, excuse me. She's too desperate for me. She's too desperate. And ma'am, you're too desperate for me. I don't like it. So what you gonna do? So then we're back at Juan and Carla. Massage, she wants to do him as they didn't do it already. I'm like, girl, y'all know y'all did it. Please stop acting like y'all didn't do it. Don't tell me y'all didn't do it. Y'all. This is why she wants to do it. And acting like they didn't do it already. Girl, bye. I don't, why are y'all even on this show? So Madison and Alan went paddleboarding. I thought that was the cutest. Well, I like Alan too. Alan and Thomas, those are my two boys, okay? So then the couples did a little check-in, and I thought that was cute. I don't remember that being happening before, and I thought that was cute. Juan and Carla in the jacuzzi talk about living together, talk about toilet paper, dishes in the sink. These are things you need to talk about. You see, these are things like, do you leave dishes in the sink? I thank God my husband is not anal about dishes in the sink. I even tried to put with the kids. Once you use a cup, put it in the dishwasher. That didn't work. That worked for like 2 hours. It didn't work. And I thought that was in cute. They're gonna be on a board ride, and Carla educates everybody about penis being magic wand. They're going on the boat ride, and she's oh, worship your penis, kiss your penis. It's a magic wand. Oh, it's letting out juices. Like, girl, what? And Thomas said, I'm so glad. I'm just glad I learned that my penis is a magic wand. And I was like, girl, shut your mouth. Okay. Okay. But I thought the boat ride was cute. The couples, some of them wasn't sitting together. I don't understand why. On the boat, David tried to talk to Michelle about her day, and she was like, I'm trying to keep the day light. And I'm like, leave her alone. Leave her alone, David. Leave her alone. She's a dum-dum. She's a dum-dum, David. She's a dum-dum. Just leave the dum-dum alone, okay? So then Madison and Alan chat on the boat. I really appreciate her for trying. Unlike Michelle, Madison is really trying. She's talking. She's trying to get information. She's okay with him putting his hand on her back. I really like that, and I really do appreciate for trying. Miss Drama Queen, aka Michelle, with her crocodile tears talking to producer that she doesn't remember why she got married. They ask her, why did you get married? She says, I don't remember. I don't remember. Just throw her off the boat. Like, just throw her over there. Just kick her off. Okay? I'm just so sick of Michelle. They all getting on my nerves. Michelle's getting on my nerves. IKECHI, EMEM getting on my nerves. And Michelle is getting on my nerves. Okay? She over here crying. Oh, just bye. Bye. She don't even know if she want to try. Okay, goodbye. We don't like you no way, Michelle. Nobody likes you. David don't even like you. I wrote here that I think Camille and Thomas is so cute, and the little kisses he give her, and talking about he's always envisioned, the rain and the kiss and looking at the ocean. And I thought that was the cutest thing. Oh my God, Michelle, please don't fumble this. Man, girl, Michelle, this is what you need, Michelle. Camille voiceover says she's interested to see what intimacy is going to look like, and she wouldn't mind him smacking her butt when she passes him. But are you telling that to him? Michelle, you want him to smack your ass. Did you tell him that? Because that could come off as inappropriate. So you need to let him know that you're okay with him smacking it. She has a very nice ass, by the way. Michelle, you have a very nice ass. I saw it in the babies. But Michelle, you got to tell him. You have to tell him, I'm okay with you smacking me on my ass. Okay? So that's it, y'all. I'm running late. I absolutely love you, adore you. Comment below. Let me know what you think. Is EMEM getting on your nerves with their like a hyena? I cannot. Girl, read the room. He don't like you. Okay? Ichi don't like you. Love you. Thank you so much for your love and support. Be sure to subscribe, thumbs up. Thank for those of you supporting my channel, joining my membership, picking up my books on Amazon. I absolutely love you. I adore you. I will talk with you later. I will do episode 6 later tomorrow, and then episode 7, and then I'll try to watch episode 8 live with you on Saturday morning. I love you. Talk to you later. Bye.